Hello, and thanks for joining us. This is Our Daily Bread Radio. Your host is Les Lambourne.
Here's a good thought. When faced with a choice, don't betray your loving leader. Joe Stowell writes, "When I was a boy, my dad observed my spendthrift ways and often said that money burned a hole in my pocket. I suppose it's not unlike the way those 30 pieces of silver burned a hole in Judas's heart after he had betrayed Jesus for a little cash. Imagine how he must have felt as he watched his friend Jesus, with hands bound, being led to trial. Judas had seen those hands calm the stormy sea and touch the blind and lame. How often those loving hands had touched his own life. For Judas, the silver was no longer a reward, but rather a reminder of what he had done to Jesus. With every step, the clanging coins sounded a dirge of condemnation, until in despair he admitted, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." When we make choices that betray Jesus, eventually our lives become filled with sorrow. Even well-intentioned followers find that their desire to love and serve Him is frequently on a collision course with the lure of cash or other seductions. But the things that we've gained at His expense ultimately and inevitably become clanging symbols of sorrow and regret. The next time you have a choice to make about cash or anything else, remember the clatter of Judas's condemning coins, and don't betray your loving leader. Matthew chapter 27, verses 1 through 10 is the record of Judas betraying Jesus. And I'll read from Matthew chapter 27, verses 1 through 10. When morning came, all the chief priests and elders of the people plotted against Jesus to put him to death. And when they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate the governor. Then Judas, his betrayer, seeing that he had been condemned, was remorseful and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." And they said, "What is that to us? You see to it." Then he threw down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed, and went and hanged himself. But the chief priests took the silver pieces and said, "It is not lawful to put them into the treasury, because they are the price of blood." And they consulted together and bought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in. Therefore that field has been called the field of blood to this day. Then was fulfilled what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, "And they took the 30 pieces of silver, the value of him who was priced, whom they of the children of Israel priced, and gave them for the potter's field, as the Lord directed me." And as you think about today's meditation, remember, when faced with a choice, don't betray your loving leader. My name is Les Lambourne. Thanks for listening today, and we hope that you found some spiritual help. And if you'd like a printed copy of Our Daily Bread, you can reach us on the internet at getodb.org. That's www.getodb.org. Or call 1-800-443-5930. That's 1-800-443-5930. Our Daily Bread is furnished by RBC Ministries.